Lyon are one of the biggest names in French football, but this season they are performing nowhere near to as good as their name suggests. At the time of recording, they sit 9th in Ligue 1, and with the first half of the season already behind us, they have a massive job if they want to get themselves into European football. But our phone's been ringing. Lyon want Mr. Rebuild. And you know what? What the people want, I deliver. So today, we're going to be rebuilding Lyon. So here is the default Lyon starting 11. I've got to put my own spin on this side because this is nowhere near the team I want it to be. There is such a young core of players here at Lyon, but the challenge is going to be developing them whilst also staying competitive. But I want to try weakening a Ligue 1 rival here whilst also bringing in a young French talent of the future. It is Jean-Claire Todibo from Nice. We're going to offer 23 mil. They want 30.5 plus a 10% sell-on clause. I do not want to be doing that. I want to keep as much money in the back pocket as possible. We're going to say 25 flat fee, and Nice are going to accept it. But there we go, fellas. The first signing to the club is going to be Jean-Claire Todibo. 25 million pounds to bring him across from Nice. I'm very excited to see what he can do. There's something that just tickles my brain when the flag matches the badge. Right now, we've got the red, white, and blue. It just feels nice. Or should I say, in Jean-Claire's sake, it just feels Nice. I'll stop. I do want to be playing a 4-2-2 formation, but Kakare is a player that I desperately want to be a star for this team, so I'm going to convert him to a defensive midfielder. I'm also going to convert our young winger, Bradley Barcola, to a striker. Excited to see what this kid can do. Someone I have no intention of selling right now, though, is Shirky. 6.4 million pounds, not a chance, Burnley. The first player departure of our time, though, at Lyon has come through. Thiago Mendes off to Valencia. And just like that, we can make Kakare a center defensive midfielder. Keeps him at a 78, but it's still a right step in the right direction. But before we find out about the striker position change, we're actually going to loan out Bradley Barcola to Hertha Berlin for the next 12 months. Another of our young star players, Mohamed El Arouche, is headed to Almeria. And a defensive legend of German football, Jerome Boateng, out of the club and off to Lazio. Not bad getting 4.5 mil for a 33-year-old player. I'm loaning out so many players. Amin Sarr is off to Bologna for 2 years. And Sinale Diomande is off to Leicester. We get a bargain price for Todibo. Nice go and pay probably overs for Dejan Lovren. You love to see it. Pleasure doing business with you, Nice. And getting that money in is also going to allow us to bring a French young superstar back to his homeland. It is going to be Boubacar Kamara joining us here from Aston Villa. We did pay 32.1 million pounds for his services. But 2 more loan moves here. Jeffinho, one of the cooler names and one of the cooler prospects in this side, off to Newcastle United for 2 years. And Johan Lepanan is off to Atalanta on loan. Also, our squad depth numbers, because we have so many players on loan, is kind of bleak. So hopefully it's a relatively healthy first half of the season. But we have no European football in season 1, so our sole focus is purely on Ligue 1. This is exactly the start of the season we were after. I don't know if like pushing for the top 4 was realistic, but we find ourselves right in the mix this year. Currently sitting 5th in Ligue 1 on 36 points. Fair play to Strasbourg. They're getting destroyed by the draws, but they've only had 1 loss all year. Now, we don't have the craziest amount of money here in the January transfer window, but I want to continue building up our younger prospects and the squad depth numbers. We literally don't have another centre back in the squad, so I have decided to sign Ismail Decore here from Strasbourg for 2.3 million pounds. We have stayed exactly where we were on the 1st of January, and you know what? That's cool with me. That is progress compared to where Lyon are in real life. We finished season number 1 as 5th place in Ligue 1. No real surprises to see PSG in 2nd, but fair play to Strasbourg, who ended up hanging on 2nd place and Champions League footy for them next year. Scrolling down the table, however, what a terrible season for Nice, but it is going to be Clermont Foot, Auxerre, Angers, and Ajaccio all in the relegation zone. PSG have done the domestic double winning Coupe Nationale. They've done the treble. PSG have done the treble. Neymar and Messi take down their former side in Barcelona. Meanwhile, it's another star-studded Europa League final. And West Ham United win the Conference League. Big season for our striker partnership of Moussa Dembele and Lacazette. 22 and 20 goals respectively. Tolisso as well, 11 goals is great to see. Very happy though, Dembele especially. He was somebody I was debating whether I could make him a key piece of the squad. And if he continues like this, there is no doubts that he will be. Plus, he's a former Fulham player, so I've got a little soft spot for him there. We are going to be losing Gusto, though, to Chelsea when he returns from his loan. But honestly, I'm debating trying to sign him on a permanent. But there we go, lads. Season number 1 in the books with Lyon. Let's crack on and push for top 4 next year. I said at the end of last year that Gusto was one of our key priorities for this year, and I'm deciding to go in for him. We can get him, fortunately, or according to the chief executive, for only £26 million because he has 12 months left on his deal. Let's see if he was lying or whether it's the truth. Graham Potter, do us a solid. No. You can get out of here with your Kakare bullcrap. 26 mil, take it or leave it. They take it. And there we go, lads. We get our man. In real life, Gusto was at Lyon. He got signed by Chelsea and then loaned back out to Lyon. And now we've come in and just bought him back from Chelsea. I wonder, because we signed him from 26 mil, how much did Chelsea actually pay from Lyon to get Gusto in the initial fee? So according to Transfer Market, they paid 30 million euros for him. So it's basically broken even. Also, I love how last season we only had like 2 or 3 reserves. Now all the players that were being loaned out have come back, and we've got like 5 rows of players. VfL Wolfsburg have just paid out the absolute wazoo for Corentin Tolisso here. £37.2 million for a dude that is valued at 24 million. I will take that every day of the week. Thank you, Wolfsburg. Thank you. And a left back player departure here as Enrique is headed to Hoffenheim. Speaking of left backs, we're about to make a massive signing at that position as Alejandro Grimaldo is going to join us here from Benfica. The Spanish left back signs on for £37 million. We get an A rating, which is phenomenal, and that's because my man is 84 rated, so that's a massive upgrade to the starting 11. Let the loans begin. Abdullah Ndiaye is off to the MLS. Saïd Koumbedi is off to the Belgian League, and Kane Boneve is off to Serie A. Another one coming through here, Irvin Lamami is off to Fenerbahce, and it is going to be a permanent player departure here as Carl Toko Akambi is headed to Villa Park. I just want to keep loaning out Mohamed El Arouche as long as I can. This kid has mad potential. Why not see if he can live up to it? Habib Keita, the latest player, off on loan. And we are saying goodbye to Tino Kadewere, who is off to Athletic Bilbao for £4.1 million. They've broken their Basque transfer policy to now include players from Zimbabwe. Another name for the loan list in Florin de Silva. Johan Lepinon off on loan again, this year for 2 years to Roma, and a big one once again, Diomande for the 2nd straight year off to Leicester. But we're going to continue this massive transfer window with a somewhat controversial addition, and not because of the player, but because of the position he plays. Matthias Cunha, the striker, is going to join us from Atletico Madrid, and that's going to mean we're going to be upgrading the striker role. Purely a business decision right here, but Nicolas Tagliafico is no longer a Lyon player. £26.2 million for him. We've got Grimaldo. It just makes sense, lads. Something that also makes sense is for you to scorpion kick that subscribe button if you're enjoying the content and not already subscribed. We are this close to 450,000 subscribers, so hit the subscribe button and help us get there. But our final loan move of the window is going to be for Bradley Barcola, who is off to Augsburg. So there we go, lads. That is the window done and dusted. It was a chaotic one, but our side is looking very strong right now. Very excited to see if we can push into the top 4. Some big questions though around Cherki. Long term, he's going to be a stud, but I'm seriously debating whether we try to loan him out and get ourselves an upgraded attacking midfielder. Of course, we are in the Europa League as well this season. I am super curious to see how we perform in this group. It's a tough one, but I want us to go deep in the Europa League. We really are becoming attached to that 5th place spot. The good thing though, we're only 5 points away from top of the league Marseille, so this league is super close. I would say down to Monaco, up to Marseille, everybody's in the hunt this year. Some teams are going to have to work harder than others, but we're in a really good position. The same can be said about our Europa League chances. We have wiped the floor in this group through to the next rounds comfortably. Lads, Cherky hasn't grown at all this season. He's 75 rated. I'm adding him to the loan list. If we want to push for a Champions League spot or even a title, I'm sorry, Ryan, but we need someone higher rated right now. And there we go, lads. It took a couple of weeks, but we finally get the loan move through. Cherky is headed to AC Milan for the next 6 months. Hopefully he gets a lot of game time there and can become a stud. And we're going to make the tough call to say goodbye to Lacazette. He's off to Atalanta for £21.4 million, which means we now have around £66 million to get ourselves a new attacking midfielder. And there we go. We get our man on transfer deadline day. We're going to sign Brahim Diaz here from Real Madrid, just paying over his valuation of £42.5 million. I'm so excited to see what he can do in Lyon colours. Oh my God. Oh my God. We have won the league. We have won the league. We had double the amount of losses as PSG, but those bottle jobs had so many draws, and we win the Ligue 1 title by 1 point. Oh my God, that is phenomenal. Over the moon about that one, but as we scroll down the table, it's going to be Guingamp, Troyes, Paris FC, and Carnal getting relegated. Marseille did win Coupe Nationale. Liverpool take down Barcelona to win the Champions League. We were unable to win the Europa League. That title goes to West Ham. They're going to win the Champions League next year at this rate. How did we go? So in the round of 16, we beat Galatasaray 5-4. Quarterfinals, we got done by Tottenham, so we made it to the quarterfinals. And in the Conference League, it is Ajax coming away as champions. What a season for Moussa Dembele. By far, our player of the year. 25 goals to his name. His potential is starting to increase dramatically, and he is our star player at this point. Kind of disappointing, Cunha only getting 11 goals and 6 assists. He got outdone by Romain Faye, who barely played like starting. He came off the bench a lot. Going to be saying goodbye to Remy Ryu and Yusuf Kone as well, though, who are going to be leaving on freeze. I mean, Ryu is retiring, but Kone, I'm just letting him walk. Big 6 months of growth, though, for Cherky, who's gone up from a 75 to an 80. That puts a spanner in the works for next season. Priority number one for me this year is upgrade the goalkeeper position. I don't want a slight upgrade. I want a monumental upgrade, which is why Diego Simeone is walking into our office, because we want Jan Oblak. I want the 90 rated shot stopper from Atletico Madrid. We're going to say 60 mil, and they're going to walk us out of the room. Come on, Simeone, play ball. We'll get back to that in a second, but in the meantime, I've got some loan moves to talk about. Ismail Decore off to Freiburg for the year. Man United want Moussa Dembele, not a chance. Nobody's getting their hands on Dembele. But the first permanent departure of the season is for Abdoulaye Ndiaye, who is off to Cologne. All right, round 2 here with Jan Oblak. Now, the chief executive says that we should be offering £67.4 million, which is probably why they walked out of the transfer negotiations before. But will Simeone be a little bit easier to deal with? Yes, he will. He accepts it straight up. Where was this attitude a couple minutes ago, Diego? There we go, lads. We get our man. We get an upgrade on Ronnie Lopez. I'm going to be keeping Lopez around, but as a backup shot stopper, and signing Jan Oblak at 90 overall. He is now our highest rated player, and he is bound to take this team to the next level. I do not want that to be the end of the transfer business, though. We're about to go on a revenue raising operation. The first player out is Jeff Rain Adelaide, who is off to Real Sociedad, and we've made an absolute mozza from this deal here. We've got £40 million for our backup attacking midfielder, like our fourth string attacking midfielder, Romain Faye, who is off to Atalanta. £40 million for him. I'm okay with that. We're not playing a formation that constitutes having wingers in the side, so I'm gonna cash in on that and sell Jeffinho to Brighton and Hove Albion for 19 mil. But the one that's gonna without a doubt make us just so bloody rich, Yaya Samare, £1.75 million. We're loaded. And there we go. Ladies and gentlemen, we get ourselves a world-class centre-half. It's another Frenchman returning to the motherland. It is Jules Koundé signing on from Barcelona. We paid £94.3 million to have an 87 rated defender. Our defense has gone up another level this season. Interrupting the transfer window though, fellas, because we have an opportunity for an early season trophy. It is the Trophy des Champs. It is the Super Cup here. Marseille versus Lyon. Are we going to start the season off on a successful foot. No, we're not. Vitinha is going to win it there for Marseille in the 85th minute. You can't tell me this isn't a good-looking footy team, fellas. You can't tell me Mr. Rebuild doesn't know what he's doing. Surely we're going to be in for another successful season. Fixed a couple of the holes we needed to, and I'm really excited to see what this Lyon side has in store. As we all know though, Champions League footy coming to Lyon. Our group is tough. Our group is really tough. Sevilla are European juggernauts. West Ham are staking their claim as European juggernauts. They're trying to go from Conference League winners to Europa League winners to Champions League winners, and Hearts, they have the Aussie contingent, so we know they can cause an upset. You could say they've got heart. But here we go, lads. We're going to simulate and see if we get out of Group B in 3, 2, 1. Yes, we do. Surprising. West Ham have topped the group. West Ham have gone undefeated. Oh, they're actually going to win the whole Champions League, aren't they? Round of 16, though, we're really in the deep end. We've got Inter Milan. Meanwhile, West Ham have Leverkusen. I mean, if we can't win the Champions League this year, then I hope the second best option is West Ham. Our title defense in Ligue 1 is off to a little bit of a shaky start, though. 7 points behind PSG, but definitely not down and out. Sitting second. Top 4 qualification, of course, is the goal again. All right, we're thrown into the deep end. Inter Milan in the round of 16. We've got a full strength side. They really have a full strength side. They've got a nice team on the park there. Upamecano was someone I looked at signing when I was debating between him, Koundé, a bunch of other guys. Hopefully that doesn't come back to bite us. But the scoreline after the first leg is a 2-2 draw. Cunha and Aller getting us our goals. It is all still to fight for in the second leg at the San Siro. We are in a terrific run of form domestically right now, but let's see if that carries over to the Champions League on the road at the San Siro. Oh, this is not an easy opponent. Come on, Lyon. Come on, Lyon. Come on, Lyon. It's Sarr and Cunha getting us on the score sheet, and we are headed through to the quarterfinals. And so are West Ham. They beat Leverkusen. All right, here we go. I mean, nobody's an easy opponent in these quarterfinals, but we're going to have to take on Liverpool. This is maybe as tough as it gets considering PSG got eliminated. Here's to hoping Liverpool perform like they have been in real life lately. We're at home for the first leg, just like the Inter Milan game. Hopefully we come away with a win this time, though, instead of a draw. They've added Marco Verratti and Jamal Musiala to an already insane side. Ezri Konsa joining them as well. Lucas Hernandez, I assume that is. Oh my god, they just get stronger and stronger, and they go and beat us 3-2. Oh, Darwin Núñez got bloody red carded as well. How have we conceded 3 goals against 11 or 10 men? The silver lining for this game is that Núñez is suspended, but we're still going to have to head to Anfield and take on a very good Liverpool side here. They've got Diogo Jota to come in, so they lose a star player and just bring on another star player. But here we go, Konsa in there. Alisson dropped, maybe he got injured or something, but the second leg, 3-2 down to Liverpool at Anfield. We win it 2-0. Sarr again. I swear Sarr has scored in both away legs. We win 2-0. Dembele could have made it 3, but we pull off a massive upset, come from behind, and are headed to the Champions League semi-finals. No! Borussia Dortmund, how could you? They've beaten West Ham on penalties. West Ham's dream is over. A huge blow, though, for the semi-finals first leg. Boubacar Kamara is going to be suspended. West Ham United, we are here to avenge you. We're facing Borussia Dortmund. Justice will be served. We will look after you, West Ham. All right, here we go, lads. First leg on the road at the Signal Iduna Park. We've changed things up by having the first leg on the road, which hopefully is going to work out well for us. Now, I thought Boubacar Kamara was suspended. Maybe that was for a Ligue 1 game. The notification came through because he's able to play in this game. So maybe he slipped the judiciary a little bit of money on the side. But we're taking on Borussia Dortmund here. A huge boost having Kamara in the side, but will it be enough to get us off to a strong first leg lead? Yes, it will. Moussa Dembele has had an absolute belter of a second half, and we have 1 foot in a Champions League final with Lyon. All right, time for the second leg. We are without one of our players though. Hassim Allah has been suspended. Luckily, we have Cherki, arguably one of our highest rated backups in Cherki, into the starting 11 here for this second leg. We're at home. We're 2-0 up, but are we going to be in the Champions League final? Yes, we are. Dembele gets himself a brace. Cunha gets himself a goal, and we are through 5-1 on aggregate. That is comfortable. Champions League finals are never meant to be easy, and the trend continues. We have got Real Madrid in the 2025 Champions League final. This is gonna be really tough. Taking a look around the grounds though, fellas, is Man United who have won the Europa League. Real Betis have won the Conference League. We defend our title. We end up having an incredible second half of the season whilst PSG have fallen off, and we are 4 points clear to go back to back as Ligue 1 champions. This has been phenomenal. Scrolling down the Ligue 1 table, and the relegated sides are going to be Bordeaux, Auxerre, Angers, and Clermont-Foot. Of course, we did lose Trophy Champ at the start of the season, but we are in the final for Coupe Nationale, and I'm really hoping we don't find out whether we can do the treble or not. I mean, if we do win the Champions League final tonight, then it could be the treble, but if we lose, then it'll only be a double. Moussa Dembele has by far been the most surprising player in this video for me. 37 goals. 37 goals. 37. Moussa Dembele, you are taking the piss, my friend. That is phenomenal. Good to see Cunha having a much better second season, though. He really stepped up after a pretty poor season 1. Huge year for Brahim. Huge year for Sarr off the bench. He was our super sub in the Champions League. But here we go, lads. Champions League final against Real Madrid. Let's get it done for Lyon. Wembley Stadium is the venue, but who will come away as champions? Come on, Lyon. Put it down the wing. Good stuff. Gusto, he's already got the turn of pace. Gusto's so fast. What's their centre half done? Gusto!
Nope.
Oh, the right back. I've taken 1 too many touches. Kamara, I see the overlapping run again. We know the overlapping runs are OP now. Gusto going back. Brahim straight at the keeper, but the follow-up's gone wide. The former Real Madrid player had a chance to give us the lead against his former team. Vinicius with a long shot there. Good save, Oblak. Come on, Brahim. Gonna play it back. Go there to Cunha. Cunha going to Brahim Diaz. Brahim Diaz, bit of space for him to work now. Brahim, what can you do? He's gonna go early there to Dembele. Dembele's gonna go! And we're gonna take the lead in the 81st minute through Hassim Allah, the man that has been at the attacking midfield role from day 1 of this rebuild, may have just secured us a Champions League title on the counter-attack. Beautifully drawn and passed. Great ball there from Dembele, and a tidy finish. We have got to stay locked in here though, fellas, because Real Madrid have had a lot of quality possession. Oshaman on the attack. Big tackle. Foul, are you kidding me? Real Madrid with a very dangerous free kick. It looks like they're going to swing it in. Cross, because that's not really a shooting angle. Nah, they're going to go for the shot here. They're going to lay it off. Make the tackle. Nope. Shot. What a save on Black. What a save. I thought I had that slide tackle for all money. Oh, shit. They brought up the keeper. Courtois is up. Kakare defending him. Win that ball, Jared. Win it. Hold it. Oh, do we push or do we waste time? I'm going to hold it. Feed it. Keeper's off his line. No, why did I do that? Oh, I tried to be a hero and chip it from there, but I don't think they're going to have enough time. They're not. Come on, blow the whistle. There it is, lads. What a chaotic final, but we have done it with Lyon. Rebuild complete. Oh my God. It's our first time heading to French football in a hot minute, but Kakare is going to be the man, rocking the captain's armband and officially declaring Olympic Lyon as European champions. Lads, if you enjoyed today's rebuild, make sure you click here to subscribe and click here to watch another video.